y'all, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my podcast, She Raven, where I talk about true crime, the paranormal, anything spooky. I'm also a huge mental health advocate, so I like to do little motivational videos. I hope they're motivational, but I like to do motivational videos and just basically whatever I want to talk about. So if you're interested in any of that, if you're interested in just spending a couple minutes with me whenever I actually upload information or a new, podcast, just please like and subscribe. That also just kind of helps me go on up the ranks. So today, I'm not going to do like a serious podcast. As you can see, I'm kind of chill out. I am chilled and I'm just doing one of my many hobbies. And I know I told you guys before that I have a huge doll obsession, so I love, love, love dolls. And I have a lot of dolls. I did do a podcast on dolls, but I kind of went on the more spookier side with the dolls during that podcast. And hopefully one day I'll actually have an opportunity to go through a couple of the dolls that I have that are, my favorite. And by no means am I like a huge doll collector, but I have my small fair share. And yes, I do play with toys. I love, love my dolls. I have a couple that are here, but none that I think are show ready. I think I have a couple Monster Highs back there. I have, I actually have this little lady that I was trying to figure out what she does, figure out what her deal is. She's got the passy, and then I realized, she had the batteries, and I said, I don't feel like messing with that. But yeah, because I do love dolls, I actually do have it where on my desk I have my supplies for working, where I can put the batteries in, see if the doll works, clean up the dolls, all of that stuff. But I need to be prepared to do that for the day. So right now I'm not prepared to do that, and I'm not going to mess with it. I do have one doll that I was messing with a little bit earlier, and I'm so happy to have her. I've had her for a little bit. She is actually a doll from my childhood. She is not the same doll from my childhood, and maybe I'll show you her at the end, because I've realized that the seller that I purchased her from, they're obviously brilliant, because they've rigged her so that she can work. But she does not have an off button. So, so she's loud. She has no sound button anymore. When I was younger, I'm almost positive there was a sound button where I could kind of turn her volume down. And she's really loud. I've put the batteries in her, and I can't get that off button to work. I don't even see the off button, to be quite honest with you. So, she doesn't have an off button. But anyways, like I said, I've got many different hobbies, and dolls are one of them. And I shared some of that in that podcast that I did. But again, it was more on the spookier side and talking about how, people have this fear of dolls, and my kids are no different. So a lot of my dolls are even packed away in my little cubby here. I do have some of them out. Those ones are usually just the ones that are probably for resale or something of that nature. But one day I'm gonna like deck it all out. I'm gonna stick batteries in all of them and just kind of like show you guys. I mean, I love it. That excites me to even think about it. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about, because it is the holiday season, I was going through my mail. I'm going to talk about my other hobby that I absolutely love, and it is pen paling. I think I mentioned it a little bit one time. I'm not sure, but I love pen paling. I've been doing it for about maybe 3 years now. And of those 3 years, the largest portion was during COVID. So during the COVID time, it was like, whew, it was crazy. You had pen pals left and right. So if you ever, and I shouldn't say if you feel lonely, but if you're that kind of person that you love communicating with people, but you don't really have all the necessary time, or you don't even want to make the effort, let's be real, to be one of those best friend materials, then pen paling is your way. Because I've made friends from around the world. I mean, literally around the world. And these are people that for the last 3 years I have consistently, on a consistent basis, pen palled back and forth, back and forth. And it's the art of snail mail. I mean, can you imagine actually going to the mailbox and receiving something that is a lot of times handwritten, and they've actually written your name in, and it's not a bill. It's not like you owe anyone, and it's just so much fun. And we put like little goodies, we call them goodies, inside, and those goodies can consist of anything that can fit inside an envelope. So you can put in little tea bags. I've put in tea bags. I've put in hot cocoa bags. I've put in stickers. Sometimes I find like knickknacks. Sometimes I'll go to, the thrift stores and things of that nature because I just love it. I love the thrift store. I can't go every day. So I'm not going to even lie and say I can go every day because I can't. But I can go a couple times a month. Not every day. I don't think I can do anything every day, but I can definitely go a couple times a month. And sometimes I find just the cutest, most unique things, and I'm like, right there for the pen pals. And my next letter, I'm sticking that stuff in there, and it's just so awesome. But it's also a way for people who are lonely. If you don't have much friends, if you have social anxiety, which falls on the mental health spectrum, this is a really great way to learn how to communicate and to communicate with people in a safer environment in preparation for when you do want to come out and you do want to communicate in a larger environment. So this is kind of safe to kind of gauge. And with the pen pal world is you have different types of pen pals. So you have some that really only like to send like little postcards or something. You have some that don't really like to send letters for a variety of reasons. Sometimes, arthritis and, just different things. They can't write anymore or write well anymore. You have some that like to send long letters. Like you're in some sort of European romance novel, and not that they're sending romantic letters, but I just mean, like pages and pages and pages. And then you have people that like to send shorter letters. Now, I have graduated, I call it graduation, but I've graduated to sending the smaller letters now. So I've graduated to sending like the smaller letters and sending the cards and just little quick things, because especially after COVID, it's become so crazy with the kids and getting back into the normal routine. I don't have time to be sitting there telling you what happened, my last month. What I've been doing for the last 4 weeks. And, during COVID, that's the kind of thing I would do. And I would actually write every single pen pal because I felt like, hey, this is snail mail. This is the art of pen paling. So I had to actually go ahead and write it. And I would write every single one. And that's so tedious. Oh my goodness. And my wrist started hurting and my little finger started hurting. So now I just ask for, pen pals that are into just short, quick updates, if at all I have time to update. And, I like people with goodies, but you don't have to be you don't have to have goodies to exchange with me. I just love the passion behind it and the thought behind it. I tell people you can send me a note on a regular piece of lined paper, and I'm happy as long as I can go out to the mailbox and say, "Woo, I got mail." I'm happy. So, anyways, I love pen paling. I have a ton of pen pal supplies. I've actually gone through a lot of my supplies and gotten rid of a lot of supplies because it's just too much. I've realized I can't use that much. I can never use that much. So what I have, I'm sort of liquidating out to people, and I'm going to just keep it much smaller for the next year or two. And it's actually not going to be small right now because I have a ton of stuff still, but keep it once I can get rid of it all. I'm gonna keep it much smaller. I'm gonna go significantly smaller with my pen paling stuff. But I love it. And like I said, it's a great way to meet people around the world, literally around the world. It's a great way to practice your social anxieties. It's a great way to sort of bounce ideas off of people that are neutral. people that have no bone in that dog fight. So, if you're talking about something at work or whatever, you can bounce it off a pen pal. Hey, this is what happened, and this is how I'm feeling. And they don't have a bone in your life. They don't have a, people like to say bone in a dog fight, meaning, there's no reason. But I mean, of course, take every bit of advice as with a grain of salt. I shouldn't say that, but that's how I am. I listen to what people say, but I still try to logically think and make my own decision on that. So anyways, I went through and I opened all the cards that I received. There are a couple that are missing because I opened them earlier. There's one that came from a brand new pen pal, actually. I'm going to see if I can... her name is slipping me for the moment, but we thought it was lost. So the moment I got it, I opened it. Okay, so Alex. Yeah. Alexa. So I don't have it with me. It was an ornament and stuff like that. So I've already put it where it needs to go. So this year for my cards, I went ahead and I sent mint tea. I sent Mexican hot chocolate. And you know what? I'm so... sometimes I could kill myself. I should have had, samples of that to show you guys. And I don't have any on my messy desk. So whatever. I'll actually do another video, actually, because I'm loving talking about pen paling. I'll do another video on some of the little things that you can stick in an envelope, a pen pal envelope. So I've actually opened all my letters because I'm going to actually go through and see what I got with you guys. I've opened them so it's easier. I have not looked inside. Now, one thing in the pen pal world is a lot of times we go ahead and we're part of these pen paling groups. And as a part of the pen paling groups, you're supposed to post when you receive your letter, or sometimes even when you're sending out your letter. I am horrible at that. I'm busy. I've got 2 kids going on 30, it practically seems. I'm busy, so I never remember to do that. And if I do, good. But I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible at all the, I got this letter, I got that letter. Because, I also have a really busy life. I have a really busy home life. And I just have a lot of responsibility. So, and then I also have a bunch of different interests. I have a bunch of interests. I can't be doing that forever. But anyways, so one of the big things is you're supposed to black out any identifying information or address information. So on all my letters, if you happen to see this, that's what that is. I've blacked out my address, obviously, for obvious reasons, and I try to black out the sender's address also for obvious reasons. So I'm not going to actually go through and read the letters. So like I said, I am downsizing on my supplies. So not only did I send the Mexican chocolate, not only did I send mint tea, and it's just whatever whim I was on, whoever I was writing to at that point. But then I also sent a good amount of stickers, and I love, I call myself the fairy, but I call myself the evil fairy. I'm not going to be Tinkerbell. I don't want to be Tinkerbell. I always like being the bad guy. So, or in this case, the bad girl, or yeah, the bad witch kind of thing. So I'm like the little naughty fairy. So I'm sprinkling all my goodness, but sometimes it's naughty. It's naughtiness. So I also go, and I usually just go to a simple store like Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, somewhere like that, and I'll get confetti and I will put it in a Ziploc bag and I'll just shake it up. So whatever confetti I have, I'll do like a mixture of confetti and I'll just throw a bunch in, which is so annoying to people. Some of my long-term pen pals now know that about me, and they'll open my letters like over the trash can or something, so that a bunch of confetti doesn't, fall out over their floor, and usually the dogs are running for it. Who knows? Maybe the cats. Only God knows. But I love it. I love the thought of that. Me and all my naughtiness. So I'm not going to read the letters. I'm just going to kind of go through and show you some of the goodies. So this one right here is from someone named Angie. I'm not gonna go over last names either. And she's really cool because she sends little, not sure if you can see that, but she sends little word puzzles, just little things that she creates. And I love that. I actually love that about her. Where am I going to put them once I'm done? And then I've got a bunch of stickers from her, and she's got confetti in here, giving me a taste of my own medicine. And I'm not going to touch that confetti because it's going to be all over my floor. Actually, one of my pen pals actually did that to me, and this was a new pen pal. During the seasons, during the holiday seasons, whatever holiday it is, there will be sometimes more people than you normally would write to. And, it's just part of that season. So, like right now, being the Christmas season, there are just a group of people, ladies, whoever, men, that love, love, love Christmas, and they want to do just a Christmas thing. And these are pals that you might exchange with for just that one season, or you might exchange with them, every single Christmas season or every single Thanksgiving season. It really just depends. So a lot of the people that I have, sometimes they're not my normals. And then, you have your normal set of people that you communicate with, every single month. And I do monthly. I found out that is so much easier for me than, as soon as I receive the letter, boom, I'm writing it back. Every month I'll do a letter, and I'll try to make it themed for my whole group that month, whoever my normals are. But yeah, the point I was getting at is I opened this letter and it was actually a Christmas card. Like I said, I have received others and I just opened them. I didn't think to save them all for this, but I opened this one Christmas card and red confetti everywhere. I couldn't even be mad. I mean, I was mad, but I couldn't be mad. And I was like, oh my God. Just red everywhere. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to go get a broom, and that was a huge taste of my own medicine. Sometimes I know that my people will try to do that back to me. So I'm careful with opening theirs, but this one, that person got me. So this one right here is from Pam, and it just has a cute little Christmas ornament, or not ornament, a little gift tag. And she's actually in Texas along with me, so I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's a little cute Texas card. That's adorable. This one I just think is just the cutest. This is Deanne. Look at that. My son, for his holiday party, he did something similar, or they did something similar. They had a arts and craft where they had the 3 marshmallows, and then they gave them the little hands, and M&Ms were the buttons, and M&Ms were the eyes, and and little Hershey's Kisses were supposed to be the mouth. So he did something very similar. And some of the pen pals actually go all out, and they will decorate the envelopes, and it's so much fun. It's really fun. It is an expensive hobby though, that I'm not gonna lie about. Unless you're just doing regular letterhead. If you're just doing regular letterhead, you're not doing any frills, you're not doing any goodies inside. And within these communities, there are people that will specify that. They will say, hey, I'm looking for a pen pal. I'm I don't know, 60-year-old woman. I'm looking for a pen pal. I live here. These are my interests. I just want to do regular letters. And then some will say, I want to do long 10-page letters. And I look at those and go, mm-mm. But to each their own. Some will say, I want to do 10-page letters. Others will say, I just want to do cards. And you kind of feel out the community and see who maybe you can fit in with. And it ebbs and flows. The process ebbs and flows because you'll meet people and sometimes you don't remain friends with them forever. I've even seen some people complaining, saying that, like, I don't really like my pen pal. I mean, it's life. And, no one's holding you hostage to someone. But it's fun because I've been very blessed to find people that I think are just fantastic, and hopefully they think I'm semi-fantastic. And, we all just, kind of enjoy, oops, sorry, I shouldn't have showed you the whole thing, but we all just, enjoy the process of pen paling. So this one right here is really intricate. She did, oh, this right here is Alexa. She did, oh, it was Alexa. Now that it was you, Alexa. Now that I see the little red confetti. She's the one who sent the ornament also. So I've got the ornament downstairs, but her envelope was like lost, and I was freaking out because not only was the envelope lost, but my mail people, I've just recently moved, and my mail people for the last couple of weeks, they've been sending me everybody else's mail. And I think like a couple days before that, they had put 10 pieces of mail from someone else in my mailbox. 10! Like, how do you even mess that up? I have like this person's insurance cards and, everything. And all I could think was, you gotta be kidding. I was like, if they're giving me all of their mail, that means my cards are probably going elsewhere. Like, I should have a lot more cards than what I received this season. And I believe that's part of the reason. I believe my cards are all over the place. So it was really, really discouraging to see that, really discouraging. But she had messaged me and she was like, "Hey, did you get my package?" And I was like, "No, no, no." She sent it in a cool package. Actually, this one was bigger than just an envelope. And the card, when I opened it, phew, confetti explosion. But yeah, she's really talented, and oh man, I put it away. She makes these cute drawings in her cards also. So you got all of these little felt pieces. Like I said, she had that big old confetti explosion. So, so adorable. And I met her through a Halloween exchange. Because again, like I said, some people are just for the season. They just love certain seasons and they go all out, they go hard, and then they chill for the rest of the year. So I met her through a Halloween exchange, and she kind of, she was like, "Hey, would you like to exchange, permanently throughout the year, just become pen pals?" And she's younger than me, but I'm cool. So I'm like, sure, I can be friends with someone younger. And I say that and I'm joking. I'm not cool. I mean, maybe I am cool. I don't know. But I just say that because now I have young pen pals. But I do have a couple of younger lady pen pals. But I mean, we're not on the, they don't need advice or anything like that from me. And I'm just like busy all the time. And I actually like the young the young ladies because they just send the coolest stuff. I mean, I had a young pen pal one time in her cards. She would just send these awesome, awesome stickers. Not like my old lady farty, wholesome stickers. Her stickers were kind of naughty. I don't even know where she would get stickers like that from, but they were some naughty, naughty stickers. I mean, naughty. And I was there for it. I loved it. I loved it. So, anyway, so this one kind of, they went ahead and they decorated the envelope a little bit. And this right here is really big for the pen pal. And sorry, I've got one glove and one non-glove, and I don't have my nails done. I'm not getting my nails done until after the holiday season. I'm not going to go wait in the nail salon. I'm not going to spend extra money. I don't have a dedicated nail tech. And anytime you go around any type of holiday, all of a sudden the prices are astronomical. It's like they know their people. They know they're normal people, and you go walking in there and they're like $50, and I'm like, psh, no. But this is pretty big. It's called non-machinable, and I've learned that from the postal service, and it means that this mail article cannot go through the machine. So it's too thick. So it's something that's too thick, and this is a little bit thicker. And usually if you put anything inside, you can tell it's thick. And another indicator of that is that little slit. The machine sort of rips it a bit. Even though I know that some things are non-machinable, I still do it because I'm a rebel like that. I still send it through. I do. I like to push the limits and see how far I can get. So this one's really cute. This is a homemade card. I love the homemade cards. I love how people are so creative, and they're creative with what they have, and just all the different creative ways they can make you feel special. Hope your holidays are filled with joy. This is Donna. So cute. I love the homemade cards. And Donna's got a bunch of goodies in here too. She's got some gift tags, a little felt. I think I have another felt somewhere because I opened Donna's before, I think. Little felt ornament, cute little paper stickers. And that's the kind of thing we do with us ladies. We exchange all this cuteness. All this cuteness. Another little cute envelope. And not everyone exchanges, and you don't have to feel, oh, look, see, this one didn't exchange anything. You don't have to feel obligated to exchange something. It's really the thought. It's just the thought. And everyone loves getting mail. Renita and Huey? I think this is Renita and Huey. If I'm correct, this woman is from, yep, and I scratched it out. I'm almost positive she is, yep, Canada. I had to look at the I had to look at the stamp. It almost looks like an American stamp. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it resembles an American stamp, the one she has. But she's Canadian, and I actually recognized the name. So that's so pretty. And sometimes what I will actually do is I will keep the stamps. I have a little box that I cut the stamps out and I put them in. So this one's in a pretty envelope. Oh, so pretty. Can you see that? That is gorgeous. You know, I see those kinds of sceneries and I always think, I want to be there. I want to, I want to live there. But then no, I don't. Okay, let's be real. No, I don't. Right now it's I think it's in the 30s in Texas. I'm close to Houston. It's in the 30s and I'm freezing. I mean, seriously, I'm so cold. It's not even funny. And then by Christmas, our lows will be like in the teens, like 19 or something. We have like a winter freeze coming. Our power grid is all wonky. There was one year where the power went out and it stayed out for like 3 days. We're freezing cold. Yeah, so no, I don't want to live. I want to visit here. I don't want to live there. So this one's really beautiful. And you know what people do, and it's so cool, is different people, they display these in different ways. So they find all kinds of varieties of ways to display them. Me, I'm just going to stick some yarn from one side of my wall to the next side of my wall and stick it on like that. Stick all my cards on, and that's how I'm going to display them. But people have different stuff. This right here is one of my longtime pen pals. I've known her, I think, a year or two, maybe a little bit more. Her name is also Lisa. She's got the cute, I hear the mailman down there right now. He's probably leaving more for me. She's got the cute Christmas tree there, and she has all that cute drawing on the back also. And it's funny because she kind of said to me, she was like, I had to draw on it because I couldn't find my stamps. And that's huge. We have so many supplies sometimes, us women. We have so many supplies that we can't even find what we need when we need it. And I'm right there with you, Lisa. I'll look at something and I'll say, wow, I need to, save that for this day or that day. And then I'll lose it. Oh, I think she has a little bit of confetti in here. Yes, she does. She's got some Christmas tree confetti. She has 2 different sizes of Christmas tree confetti. And one of them actually is sort of 3D. But I'm not taking that out. I'm not having confetti all over my floor. And she's got a bunch of little goodies in here. Different paper scraps. And these are just things that we usually will pass on to other pen pals or we'll use them in other arts and crafts. She's got a little pocket envelope. She's really big with making these things. So she has probably made this pocket envelope. I'm probably sure she has. And then she's got all these little goodies in here. Oh, look at that. That's a key. You probably can't tell. Oh, maybe because I had it the wrong way. But it's a key on map paper. Can you see that? So she's got all kinds of goodies in her arsenal. Oh, that's a little scissor. I'm holding them all the wrong way. So this is all scrapbook paper. I'm almost certain of it. All scrapbook paper, and she's just got a bunch of different machines and stuff that cut out all kinds of goodies. This little envelope, more than likely she's made this envelope. And then what I'll do is I will, as the year proceeds, I will send something to one of my pen pals, and I might stuff that, and oh, and she's got goodies in the envelope. Yeah, see, she's got all kinds of stuff. And I will stuff it with envelopes, or you just kind of pass them on. I mean, you cannot keep all the stuff you get. You really can't. I can't keep it because in addition to all the things that I actually get, I have stuff. I have a lot of stuff. Lisa's really big on things that are very vintagey. So she's included a bunch of vintage cuttings. I also have something that is called a junk book, where I will go through and some of the goodies that I get from my pen pal for every season, I will put in that book. So here goes another little envelope that she's made, and she has it stuffed to the brim. And an adorable card. Oops, and more stuff. Oh, that's cute. Oh. She's really, really, really talented. Like I said, she's one of my long-term women, and she's so talented. I mean, with just making everything. I love Snoopy. Not sure if you can see my Snoopy. Card. I'm going to try to go a little quicker because I got a lot of cards, and I got a couple of big envelopes. Ooh, shiny. I love all things bling. Amanda. That is really, really, really bling. There's like glitter over everything. I've got to be careful. Gorgeous envelope. Gorgeous, gorgeous decorated envelope. Ooh, this one kind of loaded it up too. I don't think this is one of my... Yeah, this is someone new. And she's got all kinds of goodies in here. Let me see. She is Leah. This little ornament is adorable. Look at that, the wreath. She's got these adorable, and that's one of the big things I think with us women is we love seeing what other women have. Look at that sticker. We love seeing what kind of things someone else has in their pen pal supply box. I got a postcard. I'm like that, sweet and simple. This one really got to me. I had to make sure I didn't mess up the sticker. That's like Santa Claus with a kiss on his butt. That's how they closed. That's so adorable. Oh, that's my style. I swear. If I knew where they got that sticker from, I would so get myself one. Okay, I thought I felt confetti. Nobody can be spilling confetti all over my floor. Nobody but me. Oh, this one's cute. It's got, well, first of all, it's got a bunch of stickers. Got a bunch of stickers. That's the only thing. Let's see if I can show you properly. Here we go. That's the only thing about Christmas, when you give Christmas stickers, is by the time it's all opened and everything, it's not really Christmas time. But I do something really fun with some of my normal people, the people that I pen pal with all the time. I do something super fun, at least I think it's super fun. I call it Christmas in July. So in July, I'll go ahead and I'll send whatever Christmas cards or whatever I have. And there's a bunch more. I won't go through all of them. She's got a little Grinch. I love the Grinch. Like I said, I'm like the naughty fairy, the evil fairy. So all of the evil people I love. I love all the Disney movies and stuff. I'm always rooting for the evil guy. And I've been like that ever since I was little. This card is kind of cool because it has a little song in there. Some people will send recipes. They'll send, a cookie recipe or whatever recipe they have. This one has a song. Let's see. Dashing through the snow In a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. That is cute. I think this says Cindy. Yep, Cindy. Thank you, Sydney. It's not Sydney. Cindy. Cute. They have a stamp, wax stamp, where I'm surprised they put this on, and I'm surprised this didn't get destroyed in the mail. So this is where you literally melt the wax and you use your stamp to seal the envelope shut. I have one of these. I will make a video one day showing you guys how to use it, and it's awesome. Sometimes what the pen pals will do is they will put tape over this. So I'm really shocked this little seal came in perfect condition. And because it did come in perfect condition, I will just gently peel it off, and I'm definitely going to put this in my smash book. It is the perfect little snowflake. Can you see that? The perfect, adorable little snowflake. Oh, wow. This is nice. And there's confetti in it, so I don't want to be careful with all that confetti. Yeah. Let me see if I can get, this is homemade, actually. And they've sent a ton of stickers in here too. So let me see if I can take a quick peek at the stickers. Well, not a ton, but a couple, which is good. But I'm not dealing with that confetti. Cassandra. So this one's from Cassandra. We've got some stickers, but look at that. Shut up. I mean, seriously, shut the front door. Look at how beautiful that card is. And more than likely she made this. More than likely she made this on her circuit. Some of the women are just, they are card masters. And that's a little piece of confetti on there. Wow. And I think she might have actually written what's on here, but dang, her handwriting is perfect. And this is the Knight of Krampus. Oh, yeah. Yes. Excuse me. It ends with how Krampus will put them into his sack. Yeah, so this one, where is she from again? I blocked out the address, but I can see from the postage where it's stamped, she's in Reno. That is awesome. That is really awesome. She's actually given me a great idea, because I've been wondering what kind of podcast I can do for the Christmas season, and I didn't even think about Krampus. There's a cool forever stamp. You see that? That one's really cool. Ooh, sticker attack. More stickers, more goodies. Adorable card. I put a lot of stickers in mine, but I didn't stick with the holiday season with my stickers, because like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, and I just went all out with my stickers. Whatever, I just grabbed some, and but that's a really good way, because then they can use them, you know, it doesn't have to be just Christmas. Get out of here, Sphinx stickers. They sent this person some cute dog stickers. And some Froggy Frog. Yeah, so they sent frogs, dogs, all kinds of cool things. Melissa and Crew. That one's from Melissa and Crew. And she put from the Christmas card group. Like I told you, you know, there are some people that are all for it for each holiday. They're down. They're down for that holiday. And then at the same time, you know, just like any fun thing, you have the scammers, where they're like, yeah, I'll send you something, and you know, you send them and they send you nothing. But that is why I do not do the Christmas boxes or the Halloween boxes or the Easter boxes. I will not exchange a gift with you unless I really feel confident that you're going to actually send me something back, or unless I know you. I don't exchange gifts with people just like that, because there's so much fraud with that. I mean, they'll send boxes, I don't know, not huge boxes, but boxes of adorable items. You know, some people, these holidays, that's all they're waiting for all year is these exchanging opportunities. And they are the box givers, the box groups and things like that, or the gift wishers. And, you know, there's just so many different aspects to the whole pen pal world. I do not do the wishes. They're called wishes, and those are the Amazon wish lists, where you go ahead and you make a wish list, and usually the group admin will decide, okay, on this day we're going to all put in our wish list, and then we'll kind of exchange and stuff like that. And people actually send you, they have the mail wish list, where same concept, you say things you want and someone will send you. They have and then they have the holiday, you know, boxes, where people send themed boxes with amazing, amazing stuff. I mean, some of these boxes are probably, I don't know, $30, $40 worth of stuff, but they're wanting to exchange. You know, they want someone to send it back to them or send them equal value. And there's a lot of fraud with that. There's a lot of fraud. So I don't even do it. I don't waste my time. I mean, I've been tempted, but you know, it's just, you can really lose a lot. And pen paling itself is just such, like I said, it can be an expensive hobby, because you have the stamps, and the stamps never stop going up. I think they're going to make a hike in the stamp prices again. I think that's going to be about the third time that they've made a hike in the stamp prices. So they never stop going up. So this one's from Rose. She has a lot of jokes, and sometimes from my pen pals I'll actually use those jokes and I'll tell them to like my kids. And she has a puzzle, and she has like a really cool bookmark. I'm actually going to pull that off because I have a book that I'm reading. And oh goodness, I made it through. Like I said, that's not all. So I mean, if I miss someone, it's probably because I opened yours and I have your card in a different place. And then I have a couple of the big packages. So I'm just going to grab whichever one's on front. This one right here, this one, thank goodness it told me not to open until December 20th. So today is the 21st. And this is a big one. Big one. So her right here, this, I think this is Lavon, yes. So this is Lavon. So this is someone that I know from a group. I think this might be my first time exchanging with her, but even though it's my first time, I know her from a group. So in a situation like this, I would feel comfortable, you know, sending her something larger also. Okay, Merry Christmas. She's got this gorgeous card in here. So sweet. And she actually gave me a present. This right here looks like it's possibly scrapbook paper. I love how the pen pals do that. Like I said, the women are so talented. And they are like multi-level talented, like no joke. When I first started, whoa. When I first started, I was just simple. I was simple paper and pen. And then you start getting pals, and like I said, life situations get to the point where over time sometimes people drop off. You know, they just got life. You know, they got life that they're living at the moment. But what I first started doing was I would copy little things I saw other people do, other regular pen pals that were just paper and pen paper and pen also, you know. So like if they drew something, I would try to draw it too, you know, and then I would send, you know, that drawing to someone else. And then over time, I started just collecting things. And then when you get a good amount of pen pals, you don't even really have to buy anything, because you can literally just reuse the stuff that you got. You never can use all the stuff you're having. Sometimes even my daughter will come in and sneak stickers for something, but on a regular piece of paper, I might decorate it with, you know, regular stickers. Excuse me, choking. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't think I can even go through all this that she sent me. So I will just shut up and start. So she sent me a whole notepad. I think that's a cardinal. All kinds of little fluffy stickers. Oh, this one's going right on my fridge. The cooking equivalent. This is a fridge magnet. Wow. Thank you so much, Lavon. You did not even have to. Wow. This is a lot. Puzzles. I love these little puzzles. Pack of, oh, scented stickers. Whole pack of scented stickers. Wow, wow, wow. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the group that I'm in, I'm pretty active in that particular group, so I'm going to put these on the side and make another video for that group also. I can't even. There's like, this is a whole envelope. There's like all kinds of stuff in here. There's all kinds of goodies. Santa, just all kinds of stickers, little Merry Christmas card. It says Merry Christmas, good tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. Washi tape? I like to say that wrong. Tape. Oh, heck yeah. Leopard print. I love leopard print. More stickers. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, no. These stickers are adorable. Look at those. You can see through them. It's literally almost Christmas, so I'll have to wait to use those until July. Here goes another magnet. Yeah, there's just a lot of goodies. Yeah, I've left the last couple of envelopes. These are people that I've known for a while, but Lavon, I think it's my first time exchanging with her, so I'll have to send her something nicer than probably what I sent. I don't think I sent anything as nice as this. Goodness, I'm so touched, so thank you so much. It's late now, too. I'll probably just, I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, that was a lot. This right here is my good friend, Karen. I don't know her from a pen paling group, but I've sort of introduced her to the art of pen paling. I know her from a different group. And one day I was like, hey, does anyone want to be pen pals? Oh, so oh goodness. She's got the international stamp on there. Big one, you see that? So this came from International for little old me. And these are cute. These are wooden ornaments. Wow, Karen, you're gonna make me cry. These are so cute. I'm gonna stick these on my tree. Oh, my little gnome. I've got my own little gnome now. Oh, so cute. Wow. You absolutely did not have to, Karen. Wow, that is so thoughtful. I'm gonna put that on the side also and make an additional video for her too. She's so sweet. And that's what I mean. You just meet people all over the world that are just so fantastic and so thoughtful. Merry Grinchmas. Look at that. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is really great. Wasn't expecting all of that from her. I appreciate it so much. I absolutely appreciate you. Yeah, she's another one that was worried about her article arriving. I was worried about it arriving. You can never tell. So this one, boom, I left the biggest ones for last. These are my pen pal in Ireland, Bernie, and she also does all the intricate design. She has all of the amazing stuff. Let me see if I can clear a space for this. She's actually given me two. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna have time for two. Her letters are usually so well wrapped, I have to sort of shimmy my way into it. You know, like basically just gently slice across the top. So this one's gonna be crazy because she usually packs it. She packs it down. So we've got our penguin. We've got all kinds, I already see all kinds of stickers. Oh, look at Rudolph. Little baby Rudolph. Baby Rudolph. And she probably made that. Yeah. She's another one that's really great. She's actually created a business from her craft of making cards and making just all kinds of fancy stuff. She has an actual business page and everything. I don't know if she made the wooden piece. So she's got in here a bunch of stickers. She loves Christmas too. Every year, Christmas, like, she has like all the Christmas stuff in her house. She's got Christmas papers, all kinds of goodies. Oh, little dog. I don't think she made that one, but it's cool. She's got another Christmas card. She really stuffs her envelopes. And this is my card. Ooh, look at that. She sent me a piece of candy. Yummy. I don't think I've ever had this. Curly Whirly. It almost looks like a Laffy Taffy. I'll have to try this. I'm going to put that right over there. And then that's the letter. I'm going to put that there because the group that I'm going to post to, that's her group. And I'll have to make a separate video for that. So she's got two. She sent me two from Ireland. More paper. So these right here are just scrapbook paper, and a lot of times we just kind of cut it up and send it in. And what we can do at that point with the scrapbook paper is we can do other arts and crafts. If you have the punchers, you can punch other things out. You know, you can just always kind of reuse the material that you have or the material that you received to give to others and to just have a really good time with it. And she sent me a whole gift bag full of stuff. Get out of here. Only Bernie would be able to fit the gift bag. Look at that. That's a little tiny gift bag. I've got the whole gift bag. And whew, it is piled down with goodies. Goodies, goodies, goodies. Birds. Go over there. I didn't expect this video to be so long. I'm so sorry, y'all. Little puppies. Hopefully, it's gotten you into the pen paling spirit. So I think the next big exchange, other than, you know, my normal yearly, not yearly, monthly exchangers, the next big exchange will probably be about the Easter time. I'm not really big on the Easter exchange. You know, I don't go all crazy. So usually for the Easter exchange, I'll just do my regular people. You know, just be a normal thing for me. But in some of the groups, you know, people will go ahead and go all crazy for the Easter exchange. I'm sure she made this card. Look at that. Those are little doggy paws. So perfect. And it says Merry Wolfmas. She loves her dogs. I'm not even kidding. Oh, it doesn't open. She absolutely loves her dogs. Like, she creates like this backyard oasis for them. Like seriously creates a backyard oasis for those dogs. If there was such a thing as reincarnation, I want to come back as Bernie's dogs. I mean, they get the best treatment on the face of the planet. It's not even funny. Bunch of Merry Christmas stickers. Oops, I dropped something. Not sure what it was. Ooh, goodness. See, there's so many goodies. They're falling all over the place. Little trees. You know what's cool about, oops, let's see. A little bookmark. Actually, I'm going to hold that bookmark to the side because, like I was saying, I've got a couple of books that I'm reading. And the trees that kind of match with the gift bag. What's cool about what I was saying before is you don't always have to go out and spend a ton of money. When you start exchanging with people, they'll exchange with you. And if you're creative, you can really think of creative themes. Like when I look at this right here, I sort of think to myself, oh, hey, I can use some glue. I can just use the regular glue. I think I have some somewhere right here. I can just use the regular school glue, and I can actually glue portions of these trees onto regular paper if I wanted to. I can actually cut it, or I can, leave it in a string like this to kind of decorate and to create a custom sheet of paper. There's just so many things that you can do. The whole process of pen paling is just fantastic. I love all of the pen pals that I have. I love all of the pen pals that I meet over time. I really, really enjoy the hobby. Like I said, I love my dolls, but I love my pen pals just as much. And it's just really, really fun. And thank you for sitting with me this long, long period of time. And maybe next time I think I'm gonna do like a short video, not as long as this, on kind of like how I put together an envelope and what I put in it, or just ideas, because like I said, it doesn't have to be as elaborate as some of the envelopes you've just seen me have. It could just be something really simple. I one time had someone send me a leaf, and what did they do? I think on the leaf they drew like a little cartoon picture or something, and I thought that was cool. I thought it was absolutely adorable. And that one did make it into one of my scrapbooks. Oh yeah, I was telling you guys about the scrapbooks. So before I put all this stuff on top of on top. I don't know if I can show you the scrap. Okay, so these are called Smash books. And the reason it's called Smash is because they're so fat that you have to smash them together. So what I do for my Smash books is, this one right here is my second one. I will go out and I will buy a book that appeals to me as a person, and just something I just like looking at, because eventually these are kind of like coffee table books. So this one right here I bought at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I also try to find books that are really large. I like to find books at Dollar Tree or books at a thrift store. And I like it to have some sort of jazz to it. So this one right here is basically like a cooking book. When you kind of open through to the book, you see, I love the big pictures, because then what I'm going to do is you have to you have to pull out different pages of the book so that your cards or whatever can fit in. So then I'm going to put pen pal stuff in here. So like this person sent me this really awesome card. I stuck it in here. I put other things from different pen pals. And then, but the book itself is also gorgeous. You see how that works? So I'm decorating with the things that I've received from pen pals, but the book itself is also an eye candy. Let's see, let me go a little bit further. You see how that is? And like I said, you have to pull out pages. You have to kind of, it just ebbs and flows. I will actually go through, and probably not right now because I got to go to the grocery store, but I'll go through and, oops, I hope that does have my address. But I will go, a pen pal actually painted that. I know. That's the envelope. The envelope is a freaking work of art. She painted it, and she has like these little slips to put it in. But yeah, just like, wow, are you crazy? That is so beautiful. So I will actually go through and add my other stuff to it. And then I have another one that is from the dollar store too. But so these are my smash books, and then once this one is finished, as you can see where I have my different cards and stuff, and that's why you have to pull out pages, because the cards create a bulky effect, and that's where you have to smash it in. So to get here, so it's not going to even be as full as you would think. So I have to actually pull out about half of these. I'll just go through and randomly pull out sheets, and then I will add my cards in there, my different cards on different pages, and then the whole book will be nice and big and fat and bulky. So anyways, again, thanks for spending this time with me on one of my hobbies that I absolutely adore. And if you're looking for something, if you're a lonely person, or you just kind of want to work on your communication skills, that's a really great reason also. Maybe pen paling is for you. You can meet people from around the world, great people, and you just have to make sure you're consistent with it, honest with yourself, with the type of pen pal you're going to be, whether you're going to be all out elaborate or whether you're just going to be kind of like me, where you're a little bit elaborate but you can't write those 10-page letters anymore because of whatever your reason is. But it's awesome. It's an awesome pastime, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the goodies I got. And like I said, these are not just everything I've got this season, because I've sent out a ton, and I've received others that I've kind of opened as time went on. But I wanted to open those ones on cameras, or on camera, not cameras. And I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will join me next time, and see you later. Bye.